Hello everybody. Today is a video about a clean beauty brand. I've started with Pure Anada, my little series on clean beauty brands and stuff that I've tried from them. And today we're going to talk about RMS Beauty, and obviously this is one of the more popular brands in the clean beauty or green beauty space. I have to say none of this was sent to me. I purchased everything with my own dollars. Not that it really affects me because I don't mind spending money on cosmetics. And I have to say, like, almost all of these products are an absolute super recommend for me. Now, they do have a full line of products. For me, my favorites are these little pots of color. And, you know, that's kind of all I have from them. I know they have like lipsticks and lip pencils and eye pencils and brow stuff. They have a lot. For me, I have only tried their little potted products. I will try more, and obviously I will report back once I do. But today, you're going to be hearing about their iconic products in the little pots. Let's review some of the facts about the brand. Rosemary Swift is the founder, and the whole brand really revolves around clean, organic, beautifully formulated, creamy textures. And this is really up my alley. Now, not everybody likes creams. A lot of creams did make a bit of a comeback and they've become more popular in the last couple of years, but not everybody loves cream products, and that's okay. These particular cream products are based on very, very high grade, excellent quality coconut oil. So if coconut oil is something that your skin has a reaction to, which is, by the way, quite rare, then these might not be for you. Also, the fact that they are oil-based will mean that they will work absolutely beautifully on dry skin, which is what I have, because they really are made for my skin type. Now, that doesn't mean that you cannot wear these products if you have either a combination or oily skin, but it does mean that you will need to set them down with powder. They do have a really beautiful product called Unpowder that I have tried on my face, but I haven't purchased it because it is a very mattifying powder that is designed to work specifically with their cream products. They will work with any cream products or any products in general, but it really sets down the creamy texture and the oils in the line that they produce. So if you are buying their cream products and you really like velvety finish, or you have oily skin, do look into their Unpowder powders. They do have a translucent version. They also have tinted versions, so you will most likely find what you're looking for in their lineup. Fairly recently, they did expand their color cosmetics range, especially regarding their Uncover Up, which is a product I will be telling you about today. And there are some more shades available now than there were even a couple years ago. So I'm happy about the expansion of the range. I obviously would love to see more undertones and skin tones being represented because the product has decent coverage. I mean, obviously, if you sheer it out, which is wonderful and looks great on skin, if you sheer it out, you're going to find a skin match for sure, because anything sheer within kind of your skin tone range is going to work. So there's ways to go maybe on their undertones and maybe also expanding the shade range at the extremes. For me, I have the Uncover Up. It's kind of like a concealer slash foundation, and I've really dented it. Mine is in 00, and you can probably tell from looking at the camera that this is a good shade for me, but it's not the right undertone. It is quite yellow. Their face products, specifically the Uncover Up line, they do lean yellow. That cancels out the redness. So if you have a lot of redness to cover up, that's great. But sometimes, like for me, for instance, I have a neutral to cool undertone, and this is too warm for me. This is too yellow for me. I would prefer if they had my undertone in stock as well, but they just don't make the right shade with the right undertone. They just make either the right shade or the right undertone. I could go up. The shade up lighter than this is a little bit more pink based, but it is very, very light. So there are definitely gaps in their range, and I'm not a particularly difficult skin tone to match. So I feel like if I can't match, then other people are bound to have issues with the color range for their foundation slash concealer. This is indeed a foundation slash concealer. It's a very beautiful creamy texture. It glides across the skin and really disappears into the skin very beautifully. And it can be built up when you're wearing it under the eyes. I do suggest setting it regardless of your skin type because it is really going to crease if you don't set it. I love this product. I think it's wonderful. I prefer applying it with my fingertips and spreading it to the desired coverage. You can really build up the coverage with this, but if you do layer the product up and you have skin that isn't extremely dry, you would have to use powder to set it. But it looks really, really skin-like, and as you can see, very healthy on skin. Because I didn't use it at its full coverage potential, it did work for me, although the undertone was not absolutely perfect. This is probably the best match. I have been to the Detox Market boutique where they're represented, and I swatched a bunch of shades, and that is the best skin tone match for me. But as I said, it's not perfect. The next product that I'm going to talk about is Buriti Bronzer, and this is a favorite of mine. This is my absolute favorite cream bronzer out of any brand to ever have been created. It's on me today with a very light application, and it is a genius texture and a genius color. It is also oil-based. Luckily for most people, not for everybody, but for a lot of people, this area is less oily than the center of the face. And this applies and wears beautifully. This particular color works well as both an all-over bronze and as a contour. I don't know how, but it does. It does have a minuscule amount of bronzed pearl to it, so it looks very skin-like when applied. And because it's a cream product, it obviously looks very realistic on skin. You can achieve a very natural result with this product. It's absolutely beautiful. Super, super recommend trying it out. It's very blendable, easy to apply, all the good stuff. And I think it will suit a variety of skin tones. As long as you're very, very light to like medium, I think it will work for you. And they do have other shades, so do check it out. But I think a lot of skin tones will be covered by this color just because it's so buildable. You can layer it up basically until you hit a pretty decent amount of pigmentation, and still looks great on cheeks. Their absolute cult products include their Luminizers, meaning cream highlights. These are probably the best cream highlights I've ever tried. They are flawless. I really love Physicians Formula highlights. They are a different texture. They're a little bit more cream to powder. These are cream highlights, and they're certainly my favorite cream highlights. They are beautiful. And I have two options here. Magic Luminizer, which I used up in the palette that I've had in my project pan and completely annihilated and used up to the very last drop. And this is more of a lit from within, glowing sort of luminizer, not the wet cheekbones sort, but rather the healthy skin glow from within sort, which I also like. So these two I think are beautiful, and they do give you a different look, and they're different from each other absolutely, for sure, enough to make it worthwhile owning both, although when you're looking at them side by side, they kind of look similar, but they're not on skin. And I also purchased Living Luminizer, which is on me today. These two are both good for a variety of skin tones. Very good for light skin tones. If you're light-skinned, you will like it. Living Luminizer is a little bit more versatile because it really doesn't have any pigment color to it. What it creates is this, notion of completely wet cheekbones, which I think is a very beautiful and healthy look. So really quite a versatile little pot. And I do think it does achieve a unique result. It's very, very pretty. Probably one of my favorite products ever, as well as Magic Luminizer. Magic Luminizer is a softer look. It has a little bit more to its base, although I think it will look good on a variety of skin tones as well. I urge you to check out their lineup. I'm sure that you will be able to find a shade of one of their luminizers that will work for you regardless of your skin tone. They do have a decent representation when it comes to the luminizers in their lineup. Then one of my favorite products, and I think a genius little formula, are these little pots, and they are lip to cheek little pots. And I have 3 colors. I've gone ahead and purchased 3, and I think I have a really nice variety of colors, and I will be buying more. I'm still missing a nice pink in my collection, so that will be probably next on the list. Let's start with the product that I'm wearing today. This is Lip to Cheek in the color Beloved. This is fire. This is this bright red color, very pigmented, but the formulation is so perfect that although you're getting a ton of pigment, you are also getting a possibility for sheer application, which is obviously what you're seeing on me today on my both lips and cheeks. You can build it to full color as you see it in the pot. You can be this bright with it if you want to. So, you know, every color that they have, I think can basically work on any skin tone because these products are pigmented, but you can dose them very easily. So you pick it up on the very tip of your finger and you tap a little bit into your cheeks and you get this flushed, beautiful result with this bright red. And you just keep adding a little bit more pigment until you're happy with the result. It's a beautiful formula that is very easy to work with. So you can definitely create anywhere from a very natural look to something very dramatic. And every color basically to me looks like it'll work on any skin tone because the dosing is just so easy. The brighter colors, the darker colors, I can use this color. I can use it. My neutral pick, again, will be good for any skin tone, is Lip to Cheek in Elusive. And this is a color that is like a terracotta mixed with rose. So there is a rosiness to it, but it's nice and warm and beautiful. It's very neutral, so any skin tone and any skin undertone will look beautiful with this. So a very, very, very pretty product if you enjoy cream cheap products, and they were beautifully on the lips as well. The last one I have is Diabolic or Diabolique, and this is a beautiful ox blood color, and this will work perfectly on a darker skin tone, obviously, but somebody can, like me, who's pretty pale, can wear that too. So like I said, formula is absolutely well designed because you can dose it just so easily. These are very, very user friendly. And the last product that I have here is the eye polish. I only have one color. I am planning to try more, but you know, the other products, I'm like 100%, if you try it, you will probably love it. This one, I'm like, it's not for everybody. It is for me. I really like it personally, but it's not for everybody, and I will explain to you why. My color is Magnetic, and it is a very beautiful, wearable, bronzy purple shade, probably equal parts bronze and purple, a little bit taupey, just the kind I like. And you know, the rest of their products are buildable, like really buildable. Their eye colors, however, I don't think are. This is a pretty sheer product. If you apply it in even 2 layers and you're not super sheer with it, they will crease like crazy. They really definitely collect in the socket of the eye. Even with a sheer application like what I have on my eyes right now, it has collected slightly into the fold of my eye. So yeah, these are going to be a little bit grungy looking, but I mean, they look beautiful. I like this look, but it's not for everybody. And if you're really, really annoyed by creasing, you're not going to like it. You're going to be irritated. You're going to think this is not a good product. These are like eye glosses that crease a little bit. I do think it's a beautiful sheer wash of color. I do think that it really is complementary and very much about this whole model of duty look. Natural, just slight amount of color, everything looking super natural kind of look. I like that look. But that's just me, and I don't mind a little bit of creasing, but if you do, or if you have very oily eyelids, this is gonna go wrong for you very fast. So for me, I like this product, but I can totally see how probably the majority of the population is not going to enjoy this, just because, you know, not everybody enjoys creasy eyelids. Some of us do, and most of us probably don't. So this one is more of a, like, oh, if you like eye glosses, you're going to enjoy this, but maybe not if you like your shadows to stay all day and keep as intact as possible. They do, however, make a fairly decent eye base. I've worn eyeshadows over them. They were okay. So if you use them as an eye base, then fine. Or eyelid primer, it's fine. But like, beware, buyer beware, this is not a long wearing eye product. None of these are particularly long wearing except for the Lip to Cheeks. So I really enjoy the products. I think they're fantastic. I reach for them a lot, but I am a lover of cream products. If you have oily skin, you'll need to set. If you enjoy a matte finish, then maybe you should look elsewhere or set really heavily. Check out their Unpowder powder. I think that's a good setting powder for these products. For me, I didn't even set my face today. Like, this is what everything looks like applied without powder. And I like that. This is a really nice, healthy, glowy look that I'm going for. So if you like that kind of a look and you have skin that is on the drier side, I think it's going to be beautiful. You're going to love the line. The line is going to play with your attributes or skin needs very, very well. If you hate the idea of products that are based on coconut oil, you will not like it. Move on to another set of products somewhere else. These are very beautiful, slightly oilier, oil-based solid cream products that are going to just look very, very natural and give you this like super fresh, super glowy Model Up Duty look that I think is absolutely gorgeous and a lot of people will totally enjoy. So I hope you check out the line, and if you know other products from the line, if you have other products that you would like to recommend, please write down below. I'm very curious about what you've been loving from RMS. And that's it for today. See you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Good luck. Bye-bye.